A few days ago, Emma and her family moved into a new house. It was far from the city, in a quiet village surrounded by trees. The nights there felt darker, where even the smallest sound feels too loud. The house itself was old. The wooden floors creaked when you walked, and the hallways seemed longer at night. But Emma's parents loved it. They said it was peaceful. Emma shifted uncomfortably as her eyes moved across the strange structure of the house. The walls felt uneven, the hallways a little too narrow, and the old paintings staring down from the walls made the air feel heavier than it should have been. There was something about them that didn't feel right. The figures in the paintings looked almost alive. Emma rubbed her arms slightly, trying to shake off the uneasy feeling crawling under her skin. After a moment, she forced a small smile.
I think I'm going to my room for a bit.
Without waiting for much of a response, she turned and walked down the dim hallway. Her footsteps echoed softly against the wooden floor as she disappeared into her room, closing the door behind her. Emma slowly looked around her room. It was completely still, so quiet. She could clearly hear the soft rhythm of her own heartbeat. Dim lanterns glowed faintly around the room, their weak light flickering against the walls, as if they were trying to whisper something they couldn't quite say. Emma took a slow breath and tried to reassure herself.
New house, new feelings, right?
Trying to ignore the uneasy feeling, she began arranging her belongings around the room. For a while, everything seemed perfectly normal, until suddenly, knock. Emma quickly turned toward her bed. That's where the sound had come from, but there was nothing there. The room looked exactly the same. She frowned slightly.
Probably just my imagination.
Shrugging it off, she finished tidying up and climbed onto her bed, resting on her elbows. But the moment she settled down, she heard a faint sound, like something slowly scraping across the wooden floor. Emma slowly sat upright and looked around the room. Nothing moved. Nothing made sense. Then the sound began again. Her stomach tightened. She slowly leaned over the edge of the bed and looked down toward the darkness underneath.
Who's there?
And then the sound stopped instantly, as if whatever was making it had heard her voice. Emma stayed frozen on the bed. She slowly leaned forward and lowered her head over the edge of the mattress, peering into the deep, black darkness beneath the bed. Two glowing, deep, crimson-red eyes straight back at her from the shadows. Emma screamed. Panic shot through her body as she quickly pulled back and dived under her blanket, curling into herself. Under the covers, the darkness felt thicker, heavier. Outside the blanket, the room was wrapped in a silence so sharp it felt like it could cut through her chest. The only sound left in the room was Emma's rapid breathing and heartbeats echoing loudly in the suffocating quiet. For a few seconds, nothing happened. Then she heard footsteps in the hallway. The sound was slow and very heavy. Her bedroom door slowly opened.
Emma?
Her mother's voice said softly. But the word dies in her throat. She stops, because there is no one at the door. The door is still closed. Emma freezes. A cold wave of fear rushes through her body. The dim lanterns flickering around the room suddenly feel suffocating, pressing down on her chest like an invisible weight. And then she hears footsteps again. Emma's heart begins pounding violently in her chest, beating so hard it feels like it might burst out of her body. The doorknob turns. The door slowly creaks open. Emma quickly covers her eyes and face with her hands. She was terrified to see what might be standing there.
Emma?
But Emma still doesn't move. Her hands stay tightly pressed over her eyes. A moment later, her mother walks closer and gently pulls her into an embrace.
What happened? Why are you so scared?
Emma slowly lowers her hands and opens her eyes. When she sees her mother, she immediately clings to her, holding her tightly as tears begin to fall.
Mom, you just came inside, right? What are you talking about, honey? I just came because I heard you scream.
The words hit Emma like ice. Her mind spins. Her entire body is soaked in sweat.
What happened, sweetheart? Mom, there's someone under the bed.
Her voice shook as the words came out.
Sweetheart, did you have a bad dream? No, Mom, There's someone under the bed. Hey, it's okay. Don't be scared.
Slowly, she slid off the edge of the mattress. Then she lowered herself onto her knees beside the bed.
There's nothing under there.
Then she leaned down to look. For a moment, she didn't move. Then her body froze. Slowly, she stood back up. Her face had turned pale. Her eyes were wide. Without saying a word, she grabs Emma's hand tightly and rushes out of the room, pulling her into the hallway. Emma is too confused to understand what's happening. As she's being dragged away, she turns back, looking over her shoulder toward her bedroom. And that's when she sees it. Something slowly crawling out from beneath her bed. It rises and stands upright. The figure looks exactly like Emma, the same face, the same body, but the smile on its face is wrong, wide, twisted, filled with something deeply unsettling, a smile that doesn't belong to any human. Then it speaks, and the voice that comes out is Emma's own voice.
Why are you taking the wrong one?
Emma felt her mother's hand tighten around her wrist. Then her mother slowly looked down at her, not with fear, with relief, and she whispered softly,
Oh, Emma. This is the one that came upstairs with me.
Emma's heart stopped, because in that moment, she suddenly remembered something she hadn't questioned until now. When she woke up tonight, she hadn't climbed out of bed. She had climbed up from underneath it.